What's going on, boys? No guys here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we're going to over some 1v1 defending examples, mistakes that you're making, how I defend 1v1 situations, and how I defend counterattacks. Now the first thing is, I'm going to let this play out first so you can see what I do. The first thing is understand who's on the ball. In this situation I got the ball with Marquinhos, but the most important thing is many people are losing this situation is because they make the first fundamental mistake. Number one is losing the ball. Now I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and sugarcoat it. You need to understand that losing the ball means that it's susceptible to a counter-attack. Now, if you're in a situation like, for example, here and you lose the ball, as you can see, it was a mistake on my end. That's completely fine. But after, you have to be smart what you do. Too many players, they'll run out with this centre mid. It's a very, very common thing, I would say, even among the even gold 1 ranks. I even see some like lower tier elite players do this and elite ranks. You should only be aggressive if you know you can win the ball guaranteed, and that is all. In a situation, you should not be aggressive. Too many players decide to run forward towards the ball. Now watch my player choice. When I lose the ball here, I press the L1 button, or I use the right stick switch and I switch to Ronaldo, the most attacking player, and then I bring him back. That's the first phase of defending. Because if you're going to get counter-attacked, you're most of the time going to get outnumbered because you have defenders going forward, you have CDMs out of position, so your job should be to run forward most forward player. If the ball is then distributed to a centre mid, then the key thing is to hold your line. Now, as you see, I'm playing a 3-5-2 now. If you're playing a 5 defender formation or 3-5-2, you're going to have 3 players at the back. Unless your opponent's got 4 strikers, you should be able to defend every counter attack as long as you run back. So in this situation over here, you can see I tried to make a slide tackle and I tried to get the ball, as you can see, like that. I go for the slide and it's a risky play. I shouldn't have done it. Because I went for the slide there, that means I can no longer run back with Cuadrado and man mark that run, or man mark the passing lane to Ronaldo. So you see, by actually slide tackling, I'm actually taking the man out of the ball. And that's why I say don't be aggressive. If you think you can't win the ball, just be safe. There's no reason to do this. I did it because I thought, you know, I could test my luck. I'm 3-0 ahead, but I best believe if I was like, 1-0 ahead or I was 1-0 down, I wouldn't take this risk. But you see, this is the thing. A lot of top tier players, they make these mistakes because they think, okay, if I get the ball back here and I counter him, there's that benefit of me going forward. But the problem is, too many lower tier players, they take that very much literally. So you can see in this situation, once the ball gets played down, I play smart, I run back all the way. You see, I don't touch my back 3. If R9 was over here and he's running in behind, if he was over there, let's say in position number 1 instead of position number 2, then I will switch to my back 3. He's not in a danger area, so I run back with Overmars. You see that? I keep running back, and then once I sense him to the L1 trigger, I switch to this guy and I just run back. Don't try to track him. This is another mistake I see. Too many people try to be like, okay, you know what? Let me try to play him offside and let me try. Now, I guarantee you're watching this and you probably do this. Don't track him. Just run to where he's going to be, because if you try to track him and you make a mistake, you're in big trouble. So you can see, for example, like if here, this is with Marquinhos, right? I'm trying to track him. And even though and don't forget, the running jockey is always slower than a normal run button. So someone who's running normally is going to be faster than you. Most of the time, attacking players got 99 sprint speed with a hunter, so they're going to beat you anyway. That's the whole reason why I told everyone to change the fullback to centre back in FIFA 20, because crossing wasn't effective. But you can see with Marquinhos, someone with Shadow, 90 sprint speed or whatever he does have, you can see even here I get done. Now it's only because of the way I ran backwards and the way the through ball was perceived and was given that I was able to make the tackle. But just watch how I run back with Marquinhos here. See, I track the run, but I'm running here. I'm forcing him to make a ball into this area, and that way I can force the 1v1. If you try to be aggressive here and you get done, you're screwed. But if you're in a position to react, at least you can then somewhat put him off. That is the biggest difference. Now, I know most of you are going to be like, I'm doing that. I know I'm going in, but you're not. To tell you the truth, go record your gameplay. You will see you're not doing that, and that's the issue, because too many players are trying to track this run over here as opposed to occupying the space in front. And then once the through balls be made, you see how I don't run towards the ball, I'm running alongside him. So I want him to pick up. I know the ball's going to go here, I know he has to run to it. I'm not running to get to the ball, I'm running to occupy the space. That way I'm facing him off. You see that? And there's a chance for me to win the ball like there was over there. Then I made a slide tackle. That's more of an advanced 50-50 slide tackle. I wouldn't recommend doing that, to be honest, but you can see that situation. That's how I neutralized it. That is the way you should be defending 1v1s and generally counter-attack type situations. I'm going to go through another example over here. And this is one obviously anticipating the through ball. So you can see another attacking phase over here. A bit unlucky, went over the offside. My opponent then kicks off first. I'm playing a 3-5-2 in this instance. I'll let it play out first. I do an offside trap. Ignore that. That's not important. and I be overly aggressive and I make a mistake, and with Renato Sanchez I commit. The first thing is you should never ever commit towards a player if you're unsure, and you can see I tried to track the run and I almost get screwed here. Luckily my defending was good enough to run and jockey toward the angle towards goal, and I was able to control it. The first issue started over here. There is no need for me in this situation to go like this or to go like this. I should be standing here. That way, if he makes the pass that way or that way, I can always be in a position to run back and react. That should be your first and foremost. By me committing all the way to this hand side, it keeps the through ball to be able to go on that way. And if he does make a pass, I can't recover. He baits me and I overcommit the other way, and now he's got a straight pass directly to the line. Now, thankfully, this guy wasn't a top tier player, because if he was, he did an actual L1 trigger there, I would have been in seriously big trouble there. He didn't do an L1 trigger, he literally did nothing. I then realized, okay, I'll be honest, I anticipated he was going to do an L1 trigger here, and I didn't want to take a risk. I knew Renato Sanchez, even if I tried to get to the ball, he'll pass the ball away. If I tried to go to the ball receiver, he'll pass the ball straight to the receiver before I even get a chance. So even if, let's say, Werner's there, he'll do a through ball. I'll be about here when that happens. So I'll be too far away from the ball in this situation. That's why I don't use Renato Sanchez here. I changed my back line. Now you can see here, I step up. The only reason why I stepped up here is because this player was here. Had he been over here, this is the thing with defending situations, is very situational. Had I stepped up over here in this situation, let's say in theory I stepped up and this guy was running in behind, he would get through. It's only because Werner was over there and I go towards him, but this thing, I don't tackle him. I kind of show him away. You see that? I go like that, I show him away and I run back, run and jockey again. Then I switch to Werner, to the player that's going to run in behind. I switch towards him and then I run back. You see that? But look what I'm doing, the exact same thing. I know he's beating me for pace. That is Kamara. I'm not the faster players, but instead of me trying to cut this pass lane, another issue is that pass lane, if he has a lofted pass, I don't know which way this is going to go. Position 1, position 2. I don't know that. Running towards the ball is too risky. Running backwards is a safer bet, but the safest thing is to make sure he's on the upside. So I'm here, he's here. That way he has to at least force a 1v1. Too many players here will take it literally and run all the way back here because they're assuming the ball is going there. You want to basically show your opponent away from goal. And that's why I always say defend the angle towards goal. Then once you show him off goal, so once he does get the ball, I'm there to react. Instead of need to run and jockey and mark the area, middle of the pitch, I occupy the space, occupy the cutback, and then I get the ball back very easily. It looks like it's a bit of a mess here, but I'm telling you, it's all control. And this is why people can recover much better. That's why people always struggle with counter-attacks, because they're not too sure what to do. This is another example, another counter-attack, right? So I get the ball Ronaldo, get the ball Neymar. Some good defending from my opponent, and unfortunately, I don't even know how I didn't get the foul, but let's just completely ignore that. But I get counter-attacked. You can see there's an L1 trigger, or at least does the quick 1-2, and then he brings that play going forward. Do you see how I use Renato Sanchez and I don't bring out my back four? It's only when I need to, then I use my back four, like there. Do you see that? So in some situations, for example, as I said over here, if your CDM's available, use them. That's why you do not run out with your CDM. That's why when you get counter-attacked, please just trust me and stand still or run backwards. You should never be running forward if you're below goal. I would say below goal 2 in my opinion. Just because the simple fact is you'd probably lose more than you'd win statistically. That's what I would say. Once you get better at the game and you understand the phases of play, or what's the counter-attack, what's the chance of getting through, then you can take a risk. But you can see all my players, all my 5 players are all behind, or should I say all 6 in fact, are all behind the ball. So I've only got 4 players left. In this situation, look, Renato Sanchez. See, I don't even try to be aggressive. There's no need to be aggressive to the ball carrier. Marquinhos is going nowhere, but he wants to pass the ball to Mbappe. Same thing over here. I run back and I cut that passing lane. And now, can I get the ball? No. Now, watch this thing. I realize I can't get the ball, but this thing, I don't try to get the ball. Once the pass been made, don't intercept it. This would be the most game-changing thing I'll tell you. Don't intercept it. Go and recover in front of him. As you can see, I do that. I try to do a bit of both, and I go in front of him. You see that? Now Mbappe, hold him off bay. He does a 1-2 in the middle. Okay, there. Neymar, no danger. I want to go there and get in front of him. Again, and then I apply a bit of a pressure when I need to, making sure I'm cutting the passing lane while applying the pressure. Then I'll makes a touch inwards. Then I'm forcing him to go up. You see that? Up and away. Then after he goes, and as you can see, look at the space I'm occupying. I'm always occupying the central areas. You see that? Always occupying the safe areas. Then when the ball gets over here, watch what I'm doing here. I'm not too sure, but I know Neymar can't shoot from this far out, so I'm occupying the center. I don't know where he's going to go, but I know if I'm here, I'll be in a position to react to both situations. That's the most important thing. Here, I'd be a bit over aggressive because I thought I could win the ball. He does a 1-2 and I read it again. I know Mbappe is going to either run down the wing, then I can use the L1 trigger, L1 button to switch to that guy, but then I just run back for Ronaldo Sanchez to recover in that position. You see that? Then I run across, I make a big mistake, and then once I make the mistake, then I use my back four, and all I do is the run and jockey. You just run into him. That's it. No need to press the tackle button. Just use the run and jockey and hold your stature. General rule of thumb is, if you are defending with a final man, you should be running back most of the time. You'll see, for example, in all these clips, some of these, this is a kickoff example. You can see that every one of these phases, I'm running back with my striker, and then I made a mistake with my CDM. I made a mistake with my centre back. I run back. See, here, be a bit aggressive. I close them down, but I don't go towards the ball. That's different. See that? I close them down, but I never try to get the ball unless I'm in this situation over here inside the box. But this is what I like to call closing the player down. I get close to him. I know he's going to make it through ball in behind. We've got fullbacks now. If you watch my videos, you should be playing fullbacks and centre back now. Here, I close him down. I know I can't get the ball. I just close him down, switch that player. Close him down, switch that player. Close him down. Close him down. See, I don't go towards the ball. I close him down. I'm not trying to get this ball of him. So you run and jockey here. Close him down, occupy the space, close him down again, and then I get to the ball when I need to. And that's the most important thing. Do not commit a tackle unless you're 100% guaranteed. But that is how to defend against counterattacks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. And don't forget to do a Patreon series as well. Patreon.com/NilGuys. Link is down below in the description and in the bio. Thanks for watching, boys. Take it easy.